yesterday. Fine. And then I will just taught you the another thing. Okay. So let's start our class, children. Yesterday I told you about the location of India, about the latitudes and longitudes, Tropic of Cancer, right? And I have given you a brief introduction about the northern mountains, right? About the northern mountains, that they are also called Himalayas. They are also known as Yangfol Mountains. Okay. And I told you their width and their extent. Now I also told you about the three parallel ranges which are there. Fine. So first one is, children, Himadri. If we talk about Himadri, then this Himadri is also known as Great Himalayas. Okay. And it is the northernmost range. Himadri is also known as Great Himalayas, and this is the northernmost range, and its average height is more than 6,000 meters. Its average height is more than 6,000 meters. Okay. And highest peak which lie in Himadri range is Mount Everest. Okay. Highest peak which lie in this range is Mount Everest. Okay. Now, next is, children, the height of this Mount Everest is 8850 meter. This is the height of Mount Everest. Okay. And the rivers here is, we talk about the rivers of this range is the Ganga, and the Yamuna. Okay, fine. And I told you that some glaciers are also there as they are Himalayas. So obviously there are glaciers also. So the glaciers in these ranges, glaciers are Gangotri, and Yamunotri. Okay, these are the glaciers in this range. Okay, so if we talk about the Himadri range of the northern mountains, it is also known as the Great Himalayas. Okay, it is the northernmost range. Next, its average height is more than 6,000 meters. Then the highest peak which lie in this Himadri range is Mount Everest. It is in Nepal, and its height is 8850 meter. Okay, rivers which are there in the Himadri range are the Ganga and the Yamuna, and the glaciers which are there in the Himadri range are Gangotri and Yamunotri. Okay, so this is about Himadri. Now, children, I told you to take the screenshots. So try to take the screenshots of all these things. Okay. Now we talk about the second range, children. That is the Himachal range. The second one is the Himachal range. Okay. Second is the Himachal range. Fine. Now, it is also known as Middle Himalayas. Okay, it is also known as Middle Himalayas. Next thing, its range is like it lies between the Himadri and the Shivalik Hills. Okay. Next is the valleys which lies in these range are Kashmir Valley, Then the Kullu Valley. Next, the Kangra Valley. Okay. Important hill stations and important passes. Important hill stations which lie in the Himachal range, children, you all know. Not writing on the board, they are Shimla, Mussoorie, Nainital, Darjeeling. I hope you all went there some or the other. Important mountains passes is that I'm writing. Important mountain passes. Important mountain pass. They are Nathula Pass and the Shipigala Pass. Okay, these are the two passes which lies in this range. Okay, so we have talked about Himadri, we have talked about Himachal. Now the next third range of the northern mountain is Shivalik. Okay, the third range is Shivalik. Next is the Shivalik Hills or the Shivalik Range. Okay. Now it is also known as Outer Himalayas. Okay, or Lower Himalayas. Fine. Next is southernmost and the lowest range. This is the southernmost range of the northern mountains, and we can say the lowest range. Okay, and next is it is always covered with thick forest. Okay, so in the Shivalik range you will find forest there. Fine, so these are the three ranges of northern mountains. Fine, these are the three ranges of northern mountains. Now what is the importance of mountains? Children, there are some importance of northern mountains, or we can say Himalayas. Okay, so just have a look on the importance. Importance of Himalayas. See children, there are many importance of Himalayas, right? First is it protects us from the neighboring countries. Obviously, I told you yesterday that there are so many neighboring countries. Okay, India has neighboring countries, and I told you in which location they are situated, just like Pakistan, Afghanistan, China. So these Himalayan mountains, they protect us from the neighboring countries. Okay, next is check monsoon winds and cause rain in the entire northern plains of India. Because of these Himalayan mountains or the northern mountains, what is it? We got the rain in the entire northern plain of India. Okay, next, protect us from icy cold winds from Central Asia. Okay, so they protect us from the icy cold winds of Central Asia. Okay, and provide us wood, timber, and medical herbs. Okay, So these things also we can find in this northern mountains or Himalayas. Fine. Now children, there are some rivers which originate from the Himalayan glaciers. Okay. So I just write the names of that rivers. The rivers originate from the Himalayan glacier. So what are all the rivers which originate from the Himalayan glaciers? First is Ganga. Second, Yamuna. Third, Brahmaputra. Okay. Fourth, Kosi. Fifth, Gandak. And sixth one is Ghagra. These are the rivers which originate from the Himalayan glaciers. Okay. So this is all about your northern mountains. Fine. Now children, the northern mountains, see, I'll show you where it lies. Are you able to see this dark portion? Are you all able to see this dark portion? It is here. These are our northern mountains, or we can say the Himalayan mountains. Okay. These are the northern mountains or the Himalayan mountains. This. Fine. This is a northern mountains or Himalayan mountains. Fine. Now, your next topic is, children, the Great Northern Plains. Okay. Next topic in this physiographic division is the Great Northern Plains. Okay. Now this Great Northern Plain has also river basins. Okay. One is the Satluj River Basin. Second one is the Ganga Basin, and third is the Brahmaputra. As in the northern plains, there are ranges. Here we have river basins. Okay. So just have a look on the first one. First is the Satluj Basin. Okay. First is the Satluj Basin. Now what all there is Satluj Basin is, first of all, it flows across Punjab and join river Indus in Pakistan. Okay. You heard the name about Satluj. So this Satluj river flows across Punjab, and then where it joins Indus in Pakistan. Okay. Next is, children, this is a boon to the people of Punjab. Okay. Fine. Next, because it is a boom to the people of Punjab, many crops are grown here. So crops grown here. Crops grown are wheat, okay, rice, cotton, and sugarcane. These are the major crops which are grown in the Satluj basin. Okay. Now, next one is your Ganga basin, children. Okay. Next is your Ganga basin. Fine. Ganga basin. Next, second one. The Ganga basin. Okay. This is the second basin of a great northern plains. Okay. In Ganga basin, from where it originates from the Gangotri glacier. Okay, it originates from the Gangotri glacier. Second, where it joined? It joined by numerous rivers. Numerous tributaries, you can say. Okay, and the name of the tributaries are Yamuna, Kosi, Gandak, Ghagra, the Gomti, the Chambal, the Son, and the last one is the Damodar. Okay, these are the tributaries where these Ganga basin originate. Okay, and the last children, now there's one more left, that is your Brahmaputra. Fine, that we will do in the next class. Okay, only one basin is left, the Brahmaputra basin in the Great Northern Plains. That we will do in the next class. Fine. Now we are ending the class here. If you are having any doubts, children, then you can come in the doubt class on Saturday and clear your doubts. Okay.